The question of the day, boys. Is England rugby effed? Or can they come back and shock the world? England rugby, in my opinion, as an Englishman, I'm also French, but I don't have much bad things to say about French rugby. I think they're on top of things. England rugby, though, I've got a few concerns. Now, these are just my personal opinions, okay? So please do not insult me in the comments because I am just sharing my personal experience, my personal opinion. England rugby have taken a beating from South Africa on Saturday. I'm recording this video before they play away at Fiji. Well, away, I think it's in Liverpool, which is another weird thing. But anyway, will they beat Fiji away? I suppose I'll do a video about that tomorrow because I need to take time to analyse that in a bit more depth. But I'm just a bit concerned about how they lost against the Springboks. Although the Springboks were just too good, I don't think England played necessarily too badly. I think they were just beaten by a better side. The problem is, it shouldn't be happening. England rugby should be bringing a better game to South Africa. It should have been tighter. At least I expected it to be tighter. I expected England to perform. I expected England to, like they were in the game at half time and then they just couldn't do anything. And it's quite sad because now you look at South Africa, they are miles ahead of anyone else, miles ahead of England, and you wonder why that may be. I mean, the Prem rugby has, in my opinion, gone downhill. Also, it's definitely, I don't watch any Prem rugby. I'm a big rugby fan. I watch Top 14, Pro D2, and URC. The URC is super exciting, even though there's no relegation. It is super exciting. Just because of the sort of transcontinental games. I love to tune into sort of Munster playing against the Bulls or Stormers playing against Benetton. What I don't like tuning into is Gloucester against Newcastle on a Friday night in front of an empty crowd and no jeopardy. Only the French do that well, the jeopardy. There's no jeopardy in the URC too, which is a shame, but it's more understandable because you can't really have promotion relegation across 5 or 6 countries, whatever. But in France, it means that if the 13th against the 12th of top 14 play against each other and the loser may go down, that game is getting eyeballs. In England, it isn't, because no one gives a shit. You can only get eyeballs if you're at the top, whereas promotion and relegation adds so much into the French game, which I think makes the league a lot more competitive. Young players from, smaller squads, smaller teams, perform, and then they get signed on by bigger clubs, and then they can play for France. And there's a reason why France rugby 10 years ago was nowhere near England in 2016. France weren't as good as England, and there's a reason why France are a lot better than England nowadays. France have been dominating England in recent times. England have beaten France, haven't they, in the Six Nations last year in 2025. They beat them at home, right? Yeah, 26-25 or something. But it wasn't convincing. They lost this year. Well, I mean, this year, what a game that was. And then there's the classic 2023 where they got absolutely blown to bits, shafted, as we say, on their home ground, 10-53 or something. Anyway, all of that to say that there is a problem, in my opinion, with England rugby. I don't know what it is. Is it the players? Is it the staff? Is it the fact that Prem rugby is losing its players to other leagues and the salary cap, and that the players aren't as good as in other leagues? We've seen it time and time again in the Champions Cup also, where England teams just don't get any further than Bath were in the semis. But even Bath in the semis away at Bordeaux, there was not much suspense, let's be honest. So I'm just trying to get my head around what can be improved so that England rugby can become competitive again on the global scene. Because if you're telling me that England, I think they'll beat Fiji. And who are they playing next? Oh gosh, is it Argentina? I don't know if they can beat Argentina. If they played away in Australia, I don't think that they'd beat Australia. I don't think that they'd beat Argentina. I don't think that they'd beat New Zealand. I don't think that they'd beat South Africa, and they clearly didn't. Whereas if France were playing away at South Africa, I think that there's more of a chance. And this might upset South African fans, but I hope that you understand that you're not invincible, although you kind of are. Yeah, let me know what you think, guys, because I think it's important for World Rugby to have a competitive English side. It really is. It's a sort of a big rugby market, but you look at all the fans that must have tuned in to watch South Africa, England, and just been disappointed. And now you're telling them that they need to watch England play away at Fiji. Will they show up compared to if England beat South Africa? It's an interesting one. I'm not too sure. It'll be an interesting one to watch. I'll share my predictions about Fiji, England tomorrow once we complete our research, because I do a lot of research on these games because that's how I make a living, by betting on sports, especially rugby. I have a group where I share everything that I do, by the way. It's free to try out, so you can click the link in the description. Apart from that, I also want to share my thoughts on Australia, France, and Japan, Ireland. I think those will be good games. I'm missing one. And Fiji, Fiji, England. No, I'm missing one, aren't I? Fucking hell. Sorry for the language. Argentina, Wales. Ooh, that could be a bit more interesting than I thought it would, actually, given what Wales and Argentina both did this weekend. Wales in the positive side, and Argentina, well, showed how inconsistent they are when things matter. Anyway, let me know your thoughts about England rugby. I'm really interested. I respond to comments immediately. I like having a chat with you guys. It's super interesting. One rugby fan to another. Let's grow the sport. Let's make it more accessible to everyone. Let's grow the game. Because rugby's the real deal, isn't it?